Morning. Guess where we are? We're in Goathlands. There's Scripps' funeral services and garage. Goathlands Hotel, or some of you might know it, the Aidensfield Arms, because this is where they filmed Heartbeat. So we've just parked up in the pay and display. £3.50 for the whole day. Come out the car park, turn left, and we're heading across the station, over the path, over the railway, onto the moors. And we're going to go and have a look at a few waterfalls, a bit of moorland. The railway's up that way as well again, so we might see a steam train today. So let's go on another adventure. See you shortly. So a quick look at the map. We parked up in the car park, the pay and display one in Goathlands. We came out, we turned left, walked through the village towards the railway station, over the tracks, through the 3 gates. Then we turned left and went up onto the moors. And then we came down over some footbridges, round and over the ford, followed the track, and then bared left, went up the steps, past the bridge, the bench, sorry. When we got up to the top of there, we turned left, walked along the moors with the railway below us. Carried on, we came down, and then we got down towards Hill Farm. We followed the road all the way round and down, and then once we were in Beck Hole, we followed the footpath sign to Thomasson Foss Waterfall. We worked our way down, we had a look at Thomasson Foss, came back on ourselves, and then we followed, we turned left afterwards, and then we got to where the pub is here, and we turned right, and we followed the woods and the path, following the signposts for Mallyan Spout. Got up to Mallyan Spout, had a look, scrambled all the way through this part, carried on in the same direction, where we got to another signpost that said Goathlands, and we turned left and went up these steps, got up to the road, turned left again, walked past the Mallyan Spout Hotel, and back into Goathlands where the shops are, and then you've got the pub here if you want a pint and something to eat when you're finished. And all of this is on the OL27 map and the North sheet. today's plan, we've parked up in the car park, paying display in Aidensfield or Goathlands, depending on if you like heartbeat or not. Paid the £3.50 for the full day. I think it said it was £6 for the full day for coaches. We've headed towards the train station, gone through the 3 gates, turned left. You've got the option for the path we're on now, or some steps. Steps take you up to the moors further on. So we're going to follow the brick wall on our left hand side along the path. And the plan is head our way down to the Beck Hole area. We're going to go and have a look at Thomasson Foss waterfall. If you like your wild swimming, bring your trunks because there's a plunge pool there you can jump in. Once we've finished up there, we're going to head round to Mallyan Spout waterfall. Have a look around there, see what we can find, and then head up through the woods after that, up to the Mallyan Spout hotel up the hill. Hang a left there, and then back into the car park. I think today's walk will be about 7 kilometres. So let's get stuck into it. Getting it to a little Y in the track when you're up on top of the hill. Just bear off to the left and just keep the railway on your left hand side. So once you start dropping down off the moors, there's that railway bridge on your left, and then you come up towards this bench and brick wall, and then we're just going to follow this path round to the right. keep following it this way. Once you reach these cottages, you're going to bear left onto the road, and then shortly we'll be going left onto quite a rough track down to Thomasson Foss waterfall. So once you've passed them cottages and you've carried on down the road, you're going to get to this T-junction. We want to be going left over the railway bridge. If you're lucky, you might see a steam train. It would be really good to get some pictures from up here. So once you finish walking down the road, you're through Beck Hole, you're going to get to this sign. Thomasson Foss waterfall, just follow the track. On your way down that road into Beck Hole, there's not really much of a footpath, so just take it steady and walk on the side of the traffic that's approaching you. So as you can see, getting down to Thomasson Foss is a bit of a mission. It's up and down, you've got quite steep steps, the path's really rocky, but I promise you, it's worth it. That, ladies and gents, is the most important message of today. Take your litter home, don't be a tramp, leave no trace. Let everyone else enjoy it. Countryside's not a bin. So as you can see now, we're nearly there, and it's just a big boulder scramble really. Be careful, it's not too bad, but a lot of the rocks are slippy, so always make sure you take your time. You can have quite a lot of fun around the rocks, plenty of places to sit for a picnic. I'll let the kids have a play about and a climb, wear them out. And there it is, the epic Thomasson Foss waterfall with a plunge pool. Get you a bit closer. Now, if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. Oh, that were good. Love it down there. Should have brought my trunks and gone for a dip. So once you finish down at Thomasson Foss, head back the way you come. Take it easy, it's slippy as well. Up the stairs, back up to the road, and then we'll turn left there, carry on with our walk, our way down to Mallyan Spout through the woods. So that's us finished at Thomasson Foss. This is the same way we went in. So when you get down to here, turn left onto the road. Like I said before, the terrain down to Thomasson Foss is pretty rough, so you'll definitely want some decent footwear and take your time down there and follow this bridge, this path, sorry, over this bridge, and that's looking back up the stream that the waterfall flows into. And there's the pub. Birch Hall Inn. Too early for a pint. Just after the pub, there's a right hand turn. Follow this footpath through this gate. Once you get to this gate, we're going to follow the path round to the left. There's a set of signposts over there. We want to follow the one that's pointing towards Goathlands. This way. Shortly after, you'll get to this signpost, Mallyan Spout. Follow that chalk path. So once you get to the end of that chalk path, you're going to get through this kissing gate. And then we've got quite a large staircase to get up. So I'll see you at the top of that. That staircase and incline wasn't as bad as I remember. Thought I'd be a write-off by the time I got to the top, but take your time in the winter because it's slippy as hell, and just follow this chalk path. Right, as you can see, we're getting closer to Mallyan Spout now, and it's very similar to down Thomasson Foss. It becomes a bit of a scramble and a bit rocky, but it's nothing too mental. Just got to take your time, make sure you're careful on wet rocks. Look at this tree here. All them coins hammered into it. So here we are at the Mallyan Spout waterfall. What an awesome part of the world this is. So once you're finished at the waterfall, you're going to follow these steps and bridges through the gorge. And work our way along this path. Watching our footing as we go because it's muddy and slippy everywhere. And always remember to look back. Once you've come across all the bridges along to get you over the stream, go over the stile a few steps and then you're going to get to this signpost. We want to follow Goathlands half a mile up that staircase. So once you get to the top of them stairs, bear off to the left. Carry on following the path uphill, and then we'll end up at the Mallyan Spout Hotel and then back into Goathlands. So once you get to the top of the hill, you see a footpath sign, and then you're onto the road that leads you into Goathlands. So turn left, just follow the road. So after a short distance following the road, you're going to get to a roundabout and you want to bear left back into Goathlands and follow the signpost, toilet, station and car park. And then on your left is the Mallyan Spout Hotel. So unfortunately that's the end of this walk. We started off in Goathlands and went over the railway through the station, went up over the moors, dropped down into Beck Hole, and then went up to Thomasson Foss waterfall. Come back on ourselves and then worked our way down to Mallyan Spout, up the bank, past the hotel, followed the road back into Goathlands, through the village. Now we're off for a pint. So click that bell button so you get notifications from the next videos. Leave me some comments and subscribe to the channel please. So Goathlands waterfall walk. Completed it, mate.